Up, 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 up. Loading, 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 loading up. Okay, can I hear myself over the game? Good, because that was the problem the first time. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to a brand new game. Well, I say new. It was actually the first game I ever streamed. So long ago, I didn't even have my box yet. I think I was just a little guy at that point. I definitely had some sound issues, which thankfully I have sorted out since, thanks to some good friends. So yeah, let's go solve a murder. Let's see. Are we going to be the British detective, the cool read the room detective, or the Sherlock Holmes? Hmm. Alright, so what can I do if I edit it myself? Okay, so I can make 3. So, absolutely average. Hmm. Can I go past? Oh, I can. Okay, so 6 is the maximum. Hmm. You know what? For now, I think we'll just go absolutely bog standard. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot how complicated this was. Um, hmm. So many things. All right, we'll make it so we're a bit flash without antics. Let's see what happens. Ooh, cookie.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your
Oh,
conscience ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt.
cat!
You don't have to do anything
Quiet!
anymore.
You have been fed. You have been watered. You have been pet. Stop it. Ugh. Sorry, everyone. I don't know what's gotten into him lately.
Ever.
Oh, really?
Ever. Never, ever, baby.
But I've got to do something at some point.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
All right, come on, brain. We got to wake up at some point. We got to do something.
Do you really?
I do. We have to do something. Not just not exist forever.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Limbic system. What's the limbic system? Google, help me. What does the limbic system do? Oh, for God's sake, just... What does it do? Emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and smell. The limbic system is involved in lower order emotional processing of input from sensory. Okay. I'm with you now. So you smell cookies and you get nostalgia part of the brain.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Okay, so Inland Empire. So I'm guessing you're the sense of self.
Yes. Your one disco mother.
Wait, what?
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Hey, how big's the
Can't
ball?
even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How tiny are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
What is this duking out you speak of?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you have to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Okay, so apparently I've drunk myself into such a stupor. I'm now having an existential conversation with myself as to whether or not it's worth it on any level. Wake up.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
Oh no, don't tell me I'm pathetic.
You lost.
Oh, noise. Ah, hangover. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I would most definitely say we are indeed hungover. My God, we are a shamble. Let's pick up the pants. Let's see here. Oh, hang on. What's this?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Thank you,
It
perception.
says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it.
Well, that must
It
be.
should open the door.
Yeah, that must be where I am. All right, so we know where we are at least. Let me get the jacket.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Okay, so 58% chance to do something cool, or I could just turn it off. Let's try and do something cool.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Yay!
Snap. It's released from the blade.
Hooray!
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
There we go. Don't want to waste power. We are in an absolute shamble. Oh, goodness me. We look to have had quite the session. Okay, so we got pants, shirt, jacket, tie. I'm guessing we're going to need some shoes. Just, I mean, I know our inner brain said that we absolutely drunk ourselves to oblivion, but how much did we drink?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Oh, great. We've had a gorilla tantrum.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Who am I?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Well, that explains the portrait.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
But self, how can you know what yourself is if you don't know what...
Behold,
Ah! Okay, we are looking scruffy.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
I am a
Too
shamble.
late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Hmm. I'm not doing it, the face is doing
Please
it.
stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay, concentrate.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Um. Hmm. Yeah, I feel it's kind of a, hey, check this guy out.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Oh, no. Oh, we got a dice roll. What do we got? Something tells me I might be able to do that again if I fail
A
it.
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
So we'll come back when we get some level ups or something. Learn about the world, then come learn about ourselves.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Ah, great.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Ah, terrific. Yep. I got absolutely 1970s rockstar rager drunk, but all by myself. That's kind of sad. Like, this is the type of situation you'd expect to find like Kiss in, not a police detective. Oh well. Well, I think you threw something out of him. I don't know if you punched the wall, but let's find out.
A web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
Oh, that's good.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
So what, did they just throw a bottle or
It
something?
is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
They're probably a
Like
bottle
the green
then.
shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner.
Oh,
which,
the other shoe.
coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Yeah, I should go get that
Cold
shoe.
weather gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Let's go get the shoe. Yep, take a shoe. What is this? Huh, okay. Now, I was about to say, is there a light all you can interact with button? There is. That will be very good to know. Oh, I can move with WASD or the keyboard. Or the mouse. Interesting. It might cause some problems later on, but we'll figure that out. So where's the balcony? Ah, there it is. Let's go get our shoe first. There it is. Shoe time. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so red is body. Okay, red is body, yellow is motor, purple is psyche, blue is intelligent. Oh. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy.
There they both are. Two identical shoes.
Aha!
Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Yeah, composure makes sense, because, that feels better.
Like two baby crocodiles.
Conceptualization.
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Hooray! I gained a morale, even though I didn't need it. Feel good, though. Well, what's on the table? Hooray! 40 cents. I mean, it may not be much, but money is money.
Hello, officer.
Okay, so it's March 51. 51 what? Is this running on our time or not? Probably not, because it's a whole weird mix of things here. I look 70s. This all looks 70s, but that's a different kind of tape. Who knows?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
Yeah, see, you're gonna have to explain that to me, because apparently I drank my brain dead.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Really? Huh, that's new to
I
me.
am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Wait, how long have I been here?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Could you remind me of what that is? I'm just testing you, that's it. Yeah, just testing you.
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
This is a red check. It cannot be retried. That's awfully low. But I honestly don't remember talking to her before. Huh. Me, a policeman? I don't know, it's judging by the state of my room, that was probably a mistake.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I don't know if that's better. I honestly don't know if that's better.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Oh, yeah. Probably.
The words have already left your mouth.
Aw, I missed it by 1. I hate that. Hey, you're pretty. You want to do it?
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
Okay, yeah, to be fair, I did indeed word salad.
No, you see, that's not what you said. You said...
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Like, that's what I meant, but that's not what I said.
Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Hmm. How do we go with this indeed? I feel this is one of those games that you probably have to play a couple of times. Because you got, like, you know, the serious route, the silly route. But we'll see what happens. Because I played it once, but it was many, many years ago.
Don't be. It was funny. And anyway, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about any of it?
Well, usually I'm a little more optimistic than nihilism, but right now, I'll take that.
So what if you can't pull grade A pussy anymore? There are other things in life. More meaningful, more fitting for a man your age. This is Fata Morgana. One thing, though. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Oh?
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't remember in my other playthrough ever interrogating her, but then again, I think I kind of meandered around for a bit. Oh, buddy, what are you saying?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
I mean, we know I drink, but what? I smoke?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
Buddy, do we need to have a conversation? I feel we need to have a conversation. And besides, the filter's broken.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Let's see. Yes, I should. I should enthusiastically. I should not do that. Ah, I see what you tried to do. We'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Electrochemistry, do we need to have a conversation? Do we need to have a boundaries conversation? Can you have a boundaries conversation with your own self? I don't know. I feel these aspects of the self are going to have personality. Trump? Alright, so everything seems French. I was about to ask, why aren't I able to move? The camera was shifting by itself. What's on the board? Oh, it's a speaker. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, mister.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
What you
There is
doing?
disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
What's wrong, Mr. Cat? What? What are you complaining about, Mr. Kitty Cato? I don't think you like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Yeah, I don't think you're being sincere here.
Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Yeah, something tells me that's not what I did.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
Have I just been drinking non-stop for 3 days? That's kind of pathetic.
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
What's with the Boyd?
Competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Please tell me I didn't do that.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Please tell me that wasn't me.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No,
Are you the
I'm not
bartender?
the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Is there a difference?
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
There you go. The game already beat me to it. I mean, I beat the game to it, but
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
you turned into Alan Rickman there for a second.
She just, you know.
I don't know anything about myself. I doubt I'll know anything about anyone else. Ooh. And a medicine. Alright, I'll take a medicine. That's all for union members. Pinball. Alright, you look official.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Uh-oh.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Esprit de Corps. Okay, so I'm guessing that's my feeling of teamwork. Or my... Yeah, like that type of thing. Yeah, do I know this guy?
He is your half-brother.
That doesn't sound right.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
I mean, 50-50. I'll take it.
Concentration makes
Ha-ha!
you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then.
Okay.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Yeah, I
If you
have.
don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Yeah, sure.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
No.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No. Let's at least be competent in our incompetence.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yeah.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Well, that makes
Where
sense.
it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Okay, here's the thing. While I was waiting for you, I may have had a bit of a bender. And by that, I mean I am knickeredly. I have no idea who I am, where I am, and what's happening.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
If you say so, boss.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Oh. Well, that's useful.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
What, you mean these things?
Yes,
But they're just shapes.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
If you say so.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Where's my badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't in the room when I woke up. I feel I may have to have quite the flashback adventure.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay, if you say so.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yes? Me?
Yeah, I want to get to know you a little
I
better.
don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have a rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You don't seem like you're around. It seems like you're from around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
So are you saying you're Korean?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Well, if you say so.
I can see you're disappointed. You are right to be. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents. I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular, garden variety Ravacholière.
Okay.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Hello, citizen.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Hmm. Why wink and then wink twice? But the good old... I did once. That was a long time ago.
What was with that fucking wink?
I don't know. I was asking myself the same thing. Well, we better do the old TV fix. Whack, whack.
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained.
What's wrong, Mr.
I
Kitty?
completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
Okay, so yeah, so the sense of camaraderie. You want to come on an adventure?
Whatever do you mean?
Ooh. Um. Ah, come on. We seem to be 60s or 70s. We could be a wacky Hanna-Barbera team.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Hmm. Gotta say, that's not bad.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
See? See? And forays into the paranormal. See, I said we were going to do some Scooby-Doo shenanigans.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
But team up.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
May I ask what
Yes,
happened?
dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. I guess I'm not that sloshed.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed.
You don't say.
Fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Hmm. I had quite the party, and now I know as little as my player knows. So that's actually an interesting situation to be in.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Excuse me.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revshol, dear.
Yeah, again, what part, like, you may as well tell me I'm in Narnia.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revshol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
Okay.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Yes.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Hooray! I looked at a calendar and I remembered what it said.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh no. Uh, hmm.
Oh, sweetie, it's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Yeah, if there's no government, how can we have public servants?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
You don't say.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
How'd I do?
Didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
I mean, I did get smashed, and I imagine I hit myself in the head with a bottle a couple of times.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
Okay.
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Okay, we'll come back.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Oh, come on, Kim. Help your partner out.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Oh, well, Lana, it was very good chatting with you. And I got a pen, so hooray.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Alright, let's go talk to the manager. As he, I was about to call him a barman again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Yeah, that's very scraggly looking at the picture.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
That is what he said to me last time we talked, yes.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Amber?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm actually asking.
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Hooray!
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
So what happened to Sylvie?
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Get out of here, Viewbot. Took you longer today. I love going into a new world, but I hate when they just start throwing names and what place names at you. It's like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Help! I need context.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
But that's not what we were asking.
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
Yes, yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where is the
Behind this
body?
building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get
That's
there?
easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
What happened to the
She
waitress?
went away because none of your business.
You're being very defensive about this.
Oh my God, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Well, it's the first thing I'm actually investigating myself. That's more what it is. It's like, but I'm trying to follow a lead. I may be drunk and half amnesiac, but this is the first thing I'm trying to figure out.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Hey, look over there.
As you blow this joint, behind you a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
I just did it for the XP. Okay, I'm back. Again, I was just doing it for the XP roll.
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish? You do understand you still owe me money, right?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
All I can imagine this is like is it's Inside Out, but a lot grittier. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I know it was stupid to run, but come on. I'm screwed here.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away. Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
Well, that's actually a nice discount. I'm not going to argue with that. But where am I going to come up with $100?
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here.
No, I just wanted to accept responsibility.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I have a home?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know.
In time or space?
Both.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Screw everything. I am Hobo Cop. As funny as that would be, I think that's more of a second playthrough thing. Could I
You can try.
figure out
Run
my
some
way back?
addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Ooh. Ooh, what is this? Problem. Long way home. Okay. Internalize. What does that mean? Temporary research bonus. 1 encyclopedia for 6 hours. Okay. So is that in-game hours or who knows? Alright, let's see what's out there in the world. Oh, okay. Summer door closed for the winter, so we'll go the way Kim came in. Wheelbarrow. Alright, you said I should contact the police station on your car. I'm assuming this is your car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle.
It is
It
indeed a
hasn't
very
had time
large
to cool
engine.
off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Oh, okay. So the noise that woke me up was Kim arriving. That makes sense.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The
Hello?
soft purr
Hello?
of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Hi, it's me, the guy he said would be on the radio.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you connect me to my precinct? I seem to need to ask them something.
Just a second, officer.
Do 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 do.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Well, I thought I was in France, and this pretty much seems to confirm it, or at least everything is very French-coded. Because he could not be any more of a, I am a sad, depressing European film character.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle
Sense
sun
of
on his
teamwork.
vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18, state your message, sir. Ten-9, over.
Ad break. I will be right back. It's true. And we're back. Okay. Uh, Base, this is very embarrassing to report, but I have lost my badge.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need 1022 the captain. Over.
No, don't go tell the boss.
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh. Hello, hello, Alan Rickman from Die Hard.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
I'm gonna stay quiet.
Who lost his badge?
Oh, shut up, Jimmy Olsen.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
You're not funny.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Yes, thank you, Encyclopedia. I'm aware of that.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
You could have just let me have
Oh,
that.
goddammit. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Well, that's serious.
The light officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
No, I am not joking, and oopsie doopsie.
Mullen dicked us.
Alright, can we just move on? I could have just not told you.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fair enough.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
Shut up, Jimmy.
What's going on?
Oh god, it's Vin Diesel.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Okay, guys, can we just change the subject for a second?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
I don't think I was taken very seriously, even when I had all my faculties. I really do seem to be a loser.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet.
Excuse me.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
No, I am well aware that we just...
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
Okay, come on. Other things to say.
Get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Uh-oh. That's a very good question.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun, too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
About that.
It's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Alright. I'm gonna have to bluff. Rolling bluff?
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
Wow. So I needed a 9, 10, 11? Yeah, so I needed a 9, but I rolled a 5. Oh no. Uh-oh. More word salad.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Hey, Kim.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
I'll just repeat what he said.
Kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore. Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
Okay, guys, to be fair, I'm going through it right now.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
No, it's really not.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener. Oh, man.
Real mature, guys.
I'm not going to.
Thank you. Somebody has at least some sense of reason.
Ask him.
Mac, stop it.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I'm gonna get demonetized for this. I left it at your mama's house.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
You don't want that.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
What? I don't know if that's slang or not. Is that slang? I don't know.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about.
Ah, thank you. I have successfully deflected attention.
Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Dude, you found it all fun and games to start laughing at me, so play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of extenuating circumstances here. I'm not all that together right now.
Water? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
I mean, I was going to look for them if you guys had just stopped making fun of me. Again, the fact that I even told you they're missing has to be worth something.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Yeah, I could use a... I'm in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
No.
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Okay. Fair. But ow. Still fair.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Alright, I heard you.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Can you tell me who I am?
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
But we know he's not.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Mac, you're not helping.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Well, that was eventful. What you got in the
A
toolbox?
metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I mean, yeah, like chain cutters, flashlight, pry bar. This
feels
all,
nice and cold, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
I mean, these all
The
seem
handles
like
are
things that
long
would be
and
useful.
sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Contact the Sylvie
Of
girl.
course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, we got the number,
Yes,
didn't we?
Hold on. Her number is 005-1944-298.
Thank you, Kim.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant
Wait
Kizaraki
patiently.
slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Is it broken?
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, hello?
You're one of the clearer pictures.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Electrochemistry again. We're gonna have to set boundaries here. But how do you set boundaries within your own self?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
It was my fault, isn't it?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. You know who?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
That's fair.
No, not me.
Okay. Then why didn't you? Because, yeah, there was a corpse behind the place you worked.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
Okay, so if the government knew, how does that help us?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
I thought we were extensions of their will. This is so confusing.
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Hey, Kim. Help me out here, buddy.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Ah.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Okay, I mean, I just acknowledged that, but...
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Who are the others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
What trouble would there be?
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally.
Well, that's not incredibly helpful.
Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
I get it.
You? What else can I do for you?
Do you know who did make the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Alright, good to know,
Yeah,
good to know.
go on.
Stupid question. Have you seen my badge?
I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
No, I mean, have you literally seen it? Like, if you remember the last time I had it, that'd be incredibly helpful.
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Self, I don't think that's the problem here.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
But my jacket has the identification marks on it. That's my uniform.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Did I have a uniform at any point, ma'am?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Okay.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective.
No, again, I mean, literally, do you know where it is?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Oh, no. What did I
You
do?
were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh. Oh, no. How drunk was I?
Me neither.
Okay, but no, have you actually seen
No
it?
idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Oh.
No, absolutely not.
Ow. I took morale damage.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Yeah, I'm aware that I did some. I just want to say sorry.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the Skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
I'm sorry?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Oh Lord, what did I do?
You were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Huh?
We go on, by the OO. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there.
Well, I definitely succeeded with that.
I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know.
Wow, I was a right old piece of shit.
And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Ah, well, I might be able to find something useful there then.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
That's fair.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
I'm legitimately trying to apologize here, lady.
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
I do seem like an incredible dickbag.
It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in Whirling. I really liked her. You call her...
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Nope, that's it.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook. I pull out two.
Okay. Okay, so we have a level up. Well, I I reckon we save it until we know what we need. Because who knows what we're going to need. Okay, so let's see. With this current outfit, conceptualization, sense of self, the teamwork and electrochemistry are strong, but -2 to physical ability. Wow, I'm surprised we got as far as we did on the Oh, okay, now if you're just going to move like that, that's a bit silly. Oh.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, what?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
I don't even know what that means.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Opt in? Yeah, what does this mean?
You know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go? Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
No. Oh, a skill point. Huh. Well, I recall that the sink was busted. So we've got a crowbar now. Let's see if we can go fix it. I mean, yes, we should go investigate the crime scene, but apparently I was such a douche that we should probably try and figure this out.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Oh! Okay. Oh, let's try and do that.
On the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Whoever made this game has such a grasp on the world they want to make and how much writing they've done. I'm fascinated by this, but confused at the same time. Let's hope this makes sense as we go on.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times. calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So the world is very French from what I seem to have picked up. So why did I take this grin onto myself?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Everyone loves that guy. I mean, I'm purple, but not the right kind of purple.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume Lamillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
I mean, that makes sense, because goes with finger guns.
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Oh no. This world is a scary place.
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Ah, man.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Aha. Only at 3%. Hang on. Okay, so for an 18, my electrochemistry is 4 plus 12 makes 16 plus 2. Yeah, no, that means I need a double 6. Yeah, we'll just hold on to that for now. Oh, another thought. Oh, so what? I can just internalize all these? Okay. Temporary research bonus. 1 logic. -1. +1 encyclopedia. And we lose an authority. Okay. So I'm assuming that there's a bonus then once these finish if they're giving me negative
A
stats.
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Okay. Yeah, so
A mirror
tool
hangs
use,
on the
fixing
bathroom
things.
wall. In it, your face, adorned. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to...
Really? So we used our level up and we failed again. Oh well. Alright, back outside. Let's actually go investigate the crime scene. I should probably put those tools away. So we got to investigate the thing, and I need $100 by the end of the night. That does not sound likely. What kind of magazines we got? Jump Jams, a pop culture music mag. Alright. Let's fix that morale boost we lost. Because there's no point in just having damage.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
The painting style in this
What's
game
that
is very
organization
strange.
reading?
What you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
What's the fashion police bit?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
So, who won?
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay, but let's have a little fun, get to know our
I
community.
don't know. Frit?
3T seems a bit
They
much.
think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The
No.
story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Well, we may be drunk as hell, but we definitely also seem autistic if we remember little things like that. 'Cause that's the type of random thing I remember.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
So, what do you know about the dead guy?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... I don't know, really long.
Alright, you're not really that much help. I doubt you'll also be able to help with this.
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Sure, tell me about this economic
I
reality.
don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
This model, I believe that. This painting, not so much.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
Alright, what about the real world
I
then?
don't know. What about it?
Alright,
Oh.
fine. Yay! Got experience because I asked the question. Oh?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Hey, it's a bottle return.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Ah,
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so.
you're like a 7-Eleven and you don't have shopping bags? And you're not supposed to talk to anyone? You're very confusing to me. Hey, Rack. How you going, buddy? Mouse, mouse, mouse.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some.
Alright. Let's go. Alright, let's go and actually look at this corpse. Because it might be useful if we actually did our job. Oh, there are bottles, but I don't have a bag. I will find one. I will find one.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Hmm, okay. Can we go in? Had to try. I would be a horrible detective. I get sidetracked way too easily. Ah, dumpster.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at your trash container? It's just a trash container. Well, the lady said we flushed some documents and stuff. So she would have thrown them away and they would end up in there. That's why.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Yeah, let's not say that.
Leans in to inspect the lock.
I imagine we go talk to the manager.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that's going to be very difficult because you don't have the tool equipped. Well, just out of curiosity, what would
this
the
trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "Whirling in Rags."
8%. I would love to see the breakdown of these. Like, how the skill tests are broken down. I would love that. Because I always like systems like that. Because I like understanding what we're doing. Why things are hard. Even in story mode. Maybe just in the story. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
We know that. That's what we meant.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Makes sense, makes
It
sense.
seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Can we borrow the keys?
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once
What are you
you're done,
doing,
please.
Cat? You playing in my hands? What you talking about? Piles of rubbish? Okay. Now we'll go do both those things. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Alrighty.
This trash container is locked. The slide
Let's just
with a
use
well-oiled crack.
yeah. Let's just use the key.
Maybe you shouldn't.
No.
The smell
Let's
of
do
rotten
it.
food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Well, it is a garbage bin.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Alright, let's look under the
You
box.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
What, I'm used to dumpster diving?
Searching for evidence in the trash.
Oh, that makes much more sense.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
I almost thought the game was insulting me for a minute there.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Aha!
Drop them in here, officer.
We found
Feet
evidence.
are marked blue jeans. Pockets empty.
Hang on a minute.
He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
Hang on a minute. If only them and the garbage company have access to the bin, how did his clothes get in the bin? Oh, excuse me. If I had to guess, that means the dock workers were involved because they'd be the garbage men as well.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
All right, let's
A
go.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
Let's
A
see.
yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Let's see. A towel, a mug.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah. I mean, Kuno is got all kinds of trouble.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
No, just a teenager. Which makes you infinitely more dangerous.
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Well, we can ask him about it.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Okay.
It's
Come on.
just
There's got to
organic
be
waste,
stuff.
cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm sure I don't smell good anyway.
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
I think I found my badge, or at least some documentation. Something useful.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Haha! I found my police documents.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I think so.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Yeah, I think I was having a very existential crisis while I was waiting for you guys.
Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, we'll see what we
It would
got.
also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Ah. Well, I mean, just because it's there, I'm going for the mug.
A broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Huh?
Only in its social sensibility.
Yeah, he
You've
seems
acquired an
troubled by
interactable
this.
Item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Okay.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Well, that was definitely worth it because that stuff. Use the interact button on the inventory to... Okay, what's the interact button? Let's see. Interact. Interact. Oh. Well, that's what I was doing. Or is it just... Yeah, I'm trying to. Not letting me do that, though. Action, interact. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe there's a keyboard command. Nope. Okay. Ooh, yes, I forgot about streamer mode. I'm glad that's on. What's this? Favorite dialogue. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Ba, 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 ba. Well, goody, we haven't. Oh, it's still a couple minutes. But this shouldn't take long. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba. Ba, 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 doo, be, doo, be, doo. Yeah, do. Where is that? Alright. I'll set that up between streams. Oh, dang it. I thought I posted that, but I left it on draft. I'm 2 hours into stream and I hadn't announced it on Twitter. Very frustrating. Alright, Kuno. Well, yes, that's entirely accurate. Alright, buddy.
Kuno's got this.
My God, you look like an ugly little rat bag. You'd make Dennis the Menace look absolutely innocent.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Yeah? He looks like something out of the Box Trolls.
Oh yeah, Nappa Kumpy, Kuno.
Nappa Kumpy? Oh, Jesus. Again, I know it's a fictional world with their own things, but the amount of things I do not understand. Oh, boy.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
See, the world around us seems French, but you're very, very English. Because, in fact, I can almost actually tell you where I think your accent's from. You sound Birmingham. Like a Scouser.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Again, electrochemistry. Are we going to have to go to HR? How would HR solve a problem within ourselves? Or would that just be therapy? You say some very strange things, electrochemistry. And you make me say very strange things. What are you on about?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say that? And bathroom break. And we are back.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Okay, see, that makes a bit more sense.
Kuno's riding it, see?
So Kuno and Kuno Esse. So are they siblings, cousins, or just weirdly coincidentally named?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
That is not what I said at all. Not under any misunderstanding. What are you on about?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Kuno's Kuno, pig?
You keep referring to yourself in the third person. Are you just high or are you stupid?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Yeah, you sound just like Dave Lister from Red Dwarf. You are indeed from that type of area.
Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
What kind of bullshit are you squealing, girlie? I have not said or done anything of the like.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
You know just enough to be dangerous, but enough to be very stupid.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Oh, God.
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Are you high?
Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Smooth.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it.
Okay, we're just gonna move past that.
Can't believe this shit! Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
Ah, great. Now I took morale damage too. You kids are mean. Kim, little help. Really? You are not a bro, Kim. You are not a bro at all. All right. Show's over. Nothing to see.
Kuno beat the shit out of the popo! Beat your fucking knee off!
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them.
He's still got
does not
armored
look
boots
human.
on.
It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
No, I'm not risking 8%.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
I was going to say, I think the kids are judging. I think they're judging extremely much. Ooh, what's in the box? Hooray! Ah, sweet medicine. Yeah, that would not be wise.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Alright, come on. We can do math.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Oh no, more morale damage. Well, that's not fun.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Hooray! We actually succeeded in something.
You see a shabby little door.
That was a very solid crunch.
What is this then? A tool shed?
I know, but it was being protected. Let's find out. All right, some more monies.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of doing drugs, Kim. I wasn't. I swear. All right, let's see where this goes. Hey, another jacket. Oh, okay, I'm moving automatically. Monies! Postcard. Come on. I want to use the book. Ah, interesting. So it keeps track of the things I need for level ups. Need level ups for. That's actually incredibly helpful. I am trying to do that. Believe me, I am trying to do that. The background moves a little when I click on it, but inventory journal. Actually, how are my thoughts going? Wait, are these real life hours? Or in-game hours? I don't know. What's in the box? That looks like it might be useful. Nice. Monies. Alright, so we don't need to do anything stupid, because if we just go through that door, we'll come out there and we'll pick up the...
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
That's
you
fair.
Probably made the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Well, if that's the case... As stupid as that is, that will make this much better.
Still caught on the railing.
Oh, wow.
No one has claimed it for their own.
Yeah, that went from like 20% to 42%. Okay, come on. Please, 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 please.
As you leap in
Ha-ha!
the chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hooray! I didn't screw something up.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Okay. Ah, so that's a different thing. Okay, well it gives the same bonus, but it actually gives another one too. Nice. It's just, yeah, don't look as... Okay. I think I may have accidentally done a stupid. Because now we've gone way out of where we were going. I think we've gone out of order here.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
I mean, I don't think I did, but this definitely seems to be my MO.
Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Oh.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right. For now, let's just move on.
And I wish I had a bag, because that's a lot of bottles. So I could turn that into money. which would be one step closer to me not being homeless. Can I go back to the... Can I go back to the backyard now? Let's just do one thing at a time. Another postcard. Just rifling through their stuff. Morale. Nice. Ooh, sunglasses. Well, glasses anyway. Let's see. 1 to math, -1 to drama. Okay. Well, that's good. We needed some more math. Demand democracy, eh? Well, that doesn't sound very whatever we're doing at the
On
moment.
second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Oh, goody!
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
I mean, Kim, we have to protect the documents, right? Ooh, hello, everybody. Hey, Just. How's everyone doing today? I didn't see everyone else come in. Hooray! Yeah, this is a very strange game. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if I'm playing it right.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
Well, that makes sense. It's a hybrid town, so
And the
imports.
same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Well, that makes sense. That's how an import works.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
I'll take a 50% chance.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
I am so glad that they added voice acting to this. When I first tried to play it, there wasn't, but the little voices make it so much better.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
What do you make of this, Kim?
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
No, borscht is
The drawer
just...
slides shut.
It's just beetroot soup, as far as I know. Well, it's probably a little more complicated than that, but that's the long and short of it. Oh, Okay. So I have just accidentally gone and done a real stupid. Because I feel I was meant to do some story here to get me up to this point.
Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, Rene Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Yeah, let's not steal his photo.
The entire neighborhood can...
Well, yes, it's a case of trust me, I want to get back downstairs. Oh, believe me, I desperately want to get back to the hotel. But I don't know how to get there from here. I feel we have missed so much. I think we accidentally took a shortcut we weren't supposed to.
2 buttons marked.
Oh, hello, hello.
And arrête are faded with use.
Even more friends. Hello, everybody.
A container is attached to its hook block.
Going back to the first game I ever streamed. My God, that's embarrassing to think about my setup back then, so I thought I'd try again. Plus, I finished Harry Potter, so we needed a new game. How is everybody this evening? Morning? Well, it's late evening for me, so probably morning for most people.
Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. Crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
In the box? What's in the box? Well, I mean, we gotta find out what's in the box.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Indeed. Understood.
The rusty control panel grows.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
See, sometimes you just do things for the fun of it,
Yes.
Kim.
What about me? That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Legendary failure. Just
I guess
observing.
You don't need glasses, then. Good.
Alright, what do you see? Alright, so is there anything in the
Before
box?
you stands a cargo container.
You do? Because I don't.
But we had to push the button to make it move.
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
I'm gonna check anyway.
Turn the handle to no The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply.
No, I'm not going to be able to convince the door to open. That's just silly. Alright, well, we can only go this way. Oh, I sense something. That is true. The big machines are indeed sleeping. More money! I have 6 of the $100 I need. Well, I would say that means it's locked. Unfortunate. Hello, friendo.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
That doesn't rhyme.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No. I'm a policeman.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Are you kind of Irish? You seem kind of Irish.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You sound like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
Born and raised Irish. Yep. I was right. You're Irish.
People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Okay, so that's Scottish or New Zealand. Oh, everyone's filtering out. That's fair. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What you doing?
I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Oh, it's a red check. Yep, alright. We can't redo that one. So let's not.
Sure, mister. About what?
Where is everybody?
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Yet you're here working. Making covers. Interesting, that.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Oh? Tell me more about this fun they had.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Good to know. Good to know.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business.
Well, that's fair.
Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this.
Yeah, that's what tends to happen.
Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Hey, Leo.
Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down besides the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, but who is the lady?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Yeah, you're definitely Irish or Scottish or that type of thing, because sharing stories and such. So what do you do around here, Leo?
This place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright. Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Yeah, you mentioned that was special in your note. What does that mean?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
That's a good soup.
Borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
What makes it whirling
The
borscht?
Whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Yeah, I'll just ask him about it. So, what's in the container I just brought down? I really want to know. Seems fun.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Okay, well, you don't have to be a spoil sport, Kim.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school, we did, when we were boys.
So you were saying, but you're falling back on your old habits there, my boy. Just tell me what I need to know. You're starting to ramble.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Leo. Probably it here then. Oh, this sounds like... Oh, goodness me. You are a big fellow.
Before you is a walrus of
Oh.
a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Your portrait does not do you justice. That's not a very good portrait.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
You were expecting us?
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yeah. I mean, you are kingpin levels of large.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Well, yeah, that would be to... Yeah, if he's comfortable and you're fidgeting, he'll have advantage in negotiations. That's just basics.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Oh? Is that me?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Well, see, that's the thing. I very much feel I've skipped a very large, important section. I don't think I did this right. I was just jumping for the coat because it looked cool. I was like, ooh, what's that? I don't know who you're talking about.
This should take care of that nonsense.
Oh! God, yeah, that's the manager.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
I mean, it'll help, but I owe him 100. Also, this feels like taking a bribe. But do what you gotta do to survive. Plus, at this point, I would just play the derpy card. It's like, I don't know.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
No, that's what I was afraid
I'd
of.
like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
How did you know I lost my gun? I didn't even know I lost my gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
How did you know?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right.
So what? So my name is Harry Dubois? Actually, considering how French everything around me is, that makes perfect sense.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Well, I'm glad one of us does.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
I mean, if it's Kuno and Kunet, not much of a loss there. But if any other children, maybe.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating.
Yeah, my morale.
What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
No, just realizing a lot of stuff.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Your portrait does not do you any favors. Like, your in-game model looks sensible enough. That just looks like a parody.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you?
Yeah?
What are the odds of that?
I mean, you seem to know everything else about me, so...
I think the odds of that are very low.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is... I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out. I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
That would be nice.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
Oh, I should have taken my glasses off, but even then that wouldn't have done it. I mean, I do seem to be a despicable piece of trash, but I don't think I've got anything to hide.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume?
Can you tell me my name, please?
Harry Dubois.
Okay.
And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you? But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
Okay, nice, nice.
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
Huh?
Yes. You seem to be, a lot of the time, but right now there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
Okay, important question. Where'd you get that?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Well, I know who I am and where I'm from, or at least who you say I am and where I'm from.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me. Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age... Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground,
Top men, Harry. Top men.
Everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
But I get the feeling he's not like, I mean, look at his cozy office and look at all this. This feels very... You come into my office and ask me for this favor. I give you back everything you are and your gun. Now you owe me a favor. Feels very, very much that.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids
That's fair. That's fair.
With it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
That's
I
fair.
assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
I'll check the local pawn shop when I find it.
Is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Okay, to be fair, I accidentally skipped way ahead.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
Indeed.
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help like I'm helping you with your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Yeah, I do. I indeed sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
What do you want?
I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
The fact that you said there's nothing shady about it sounds very shady.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
What door do you need us to open?
It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
That confusing.
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
Oh, okay. So you've got a whistleblower or something.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Yeah, this sounds like yeah. Again, some very Godfather, but he's more of a Mel Brooks character. Why can't you open the door?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
I mean, I don't have much of a choice here.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
What's in the box?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in the harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
That is very helpful.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
I don't feel amazing about the conversations we had. Or the presents I took. Yeah, so how...
It's the
oh!
legend found in the trash.
That's how...
Full cabbage of white and yellow papers
you push on the actual button itself. Okay, that's interesting.
This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Alright. What else we got?
There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Okay, you don't have to get insulting, game.
Pathetics, terror, Do not look into its blue heart.
All right.
They're not
White
exactly
paper.
white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
If there's 100 pieces of paper down there, how would I try and fit them all in the toilet?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is this slow or fast work?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Oh, that's fine.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Naming convention.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One
Oh
is
no.
called The Next
Physically
Bullet.
writing all caps.
Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, like, like I'm labeling chapters of a Sherlock Holmes
You
book.
mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Well, I mean, you gotta get some amusement out of these things.
I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Haha! Well, I have a pen, and I have paper. Let's do some paperwork.
Flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
There is so much writing in this game, and it's really good. I love it. I would be very interested to see, just in a sheer, like, page format, how much there is.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Have you named the case yet?
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Hey, level up. Nice.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it...
Okay. Can we go this way? Nope, okay. Well, let's try... Wait, why is my logic down? What? Because I have 3 logic anyway. Oh, right. Because of my inner thoughts, don't I? Yes. Okay. Alright, well, let's try and get back to the hotel. Oh, right. Okay. And if we can get back to the hotel, that'll be a good jumping off point. Because now we've got the key. Actually, does that mean we can open this now? Nope. Okay. Feels good to do a 3-hour stream again. I feel I might need to do much longer ones because this game feels like it's either going to be very, very long or it's going to be very compact and then short. Who knows? I can't wait to come back here with a bag. Get some bottles. That would be nice. And we can leave the door now. Hooray! Hi? Are you the guy I meant to talk to?
Your buddy betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
What do you mean?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Alcohol.
Yes, Al-Ghul. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
I am even more confused than usual when talking to someone here.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and their Rolam Al-Ghul have fed your people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
I don't think that's how history
Why
works.
don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
See, it's interesting how you're one of the clearer pictures.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
All right.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What are you on about?
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Okay, let's get away from this
You gave
racist.
the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
So you meant to be like a hardline communist? Like, what is happening here?
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the hotel. I'll deal with you later.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Everett said there was you had a job
Key,
for
huh?
me?
What door is this key supposed to open?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Of course, I got you. You don't know anything.
Well, I actually don't know
Key
anything.
right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Oh, so the none of the above type are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
We're negotiating our share. Aye.
So like pensions and that type of thing?
They already covered.
So what's the problem then?
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
Well, what do you
All
want?
of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
That seems a little overboard. Because every dock worker can't be on the board of directors. That's silly.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. And none of the above kind of man. No harm, sure thing. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
Alright, let's go. Money! I see money. Now, important question. If I were to give someone my check, how would I get the money for it?
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done. Well,
Right.
as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't
Eh?
worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Yeah, can I borrow your gloves?
Keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. All right, a couple of questions for you, and then we'll call it a
Can I
day.
help you?
Here's your key back.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Okay. Ow, but fair.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street,
Yep.
near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and
Yeah, the Shivers is a weird one. It's just like the pulse of the city.
despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
How would I possibly know this?
Thank you anyway.
Yes? Yes, have you got it? You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Oh.
Like what?
That's all I wanted to know. And save. Alright, well, we seem to have been jumping around a bit, but we shall pick this up tomorrow and see what new adventures we can have in this strange world. Till then, let us go visit good friend of the channel, our Queen Harley. Let's go visit the fish. Okay, I'm King Kez, one of the King of King, the stream in this box. Thank you everyone for sitting with me today, especially my good friend Missing Raccoon, who is just happily lurking in chat. We had up to 4 other people. So to my other 3 viewers, I wish you good luck, good thanks, and thanks for stopping by. All welcome in the Cardboard Kingdom, and any that decide to stay, get themselves a cardboard box full of blankets and snacks. Good night, everybody.